The IQD is officially revalued today, now standing at 3.47 to the US dollar. This is a monumental shift for Iraq's economy, and you're hearing it first here, right as it's happening. If you've been watching the news or following global financial markets, you know that changes in exchange rates have a massive impact not only on the national economy, but on the lives of everyday people. Today, Iraq's currency, the Iraqi Dinar, is seeing one of the most significant shifts we've witnessed in years. But what does this mean for Iraq's future? How will this affect you, and why should you care? Let's dive into the details of what's unfolding and explore the implications of this revaluation. The IQD at 3.47 USD is more than just a number, it's a statement. This revaluation represents a major change in Iraq's financial landscape, one that has been anticipated by many financial experts and analysts for quite some time. The Iraqi dinar has been pegged to the US dollar at a much lower rate for years, and the decision to raise its value is seen as a sign of confidence in Iraq's economy and its efforts to stabilize and grow. This move marks a new chapter for the country, one that could have a ripple effect on the region and the global economy. Before today's announcement, the IQD was valued at approximately 1,450 to the USD, but now, with the new value at 3.47, it signifies a dramatic shift. It's important to note that currency revaluations aren't random or purely cosmetic. They are often the result of careful planning, substantial economic reforms, and a series of strategic decisions made by the government and central banks. This specific revaluation comes after years of hard work aimed at stabilizing Iraq's financial system and reducing inflation. Let's take a step back and look at why this revaluation is happening now and what it means for Iraq, its citizens, and even the global financial community. For years, Iraq's economy has faced enormous challenges, from the effects of war and conflict to the collapse of oil prices that severely impacted the country's revenue streams. The Central Bank of Iraq has had its hands full, trying to stabilize the currency, maintain inflation rates, and ensure that the economy remains functional. The revaluation of the IQD is a clear signal that Iraq is recovering, with an eye toward long-term sustainability and growth. There is a sense of optimism in the air because this is not just about currency, it's about the broader economic outlook for the country. But what does it mean for the average Iraqi citizen? How will this new exchange rate impact daily life? When a currency is revalued, it often means that the purchasing power of the people increases. A stronger currency makes imports cheaper, which can help lower inflation and increase the affordability of goods and services in the country. For Iraq, this revaluation comes at a crucial time, as the country is recovering from years of economic turmoil and seeking to attract foreign investment. The Iraqi government has been working on creating a more attractive environment for businesses and investors, and today's news is a clear indicator that their efforts are starting to pay off. This shift will also have a direct impact on the prices of goods and services. While a stronger currency can help reduce inflation in the long run, there might be short-term volatility as the market adjusts to the new exchange rate. Businesses that rely on imports will likely see their costs drop, which could lead to lower prices for imported goods. On the other hand, exports might face some challenges as Iraqi products become more expensive on the global market. However, the overall expectation is that this revaluation will contribute to long-term economic stability, providing a more predictable environment for businesses and consumers alike. In terms of foreign relations, this revaluation is also significant. Iraq's relationship with international markets has been strained in recent years due to its currency's devaluation. A more stable and stronger Iraqi dinar can help improve relations with foreign investors and countries that have been hesitant to engage with Iraq's financial system. This revaluation could lead to an influx of foreign capital, which would be a huge win for the Iraqi government as it seeks to diversify its economy beyond oil dependence. This, in turn, could lead to new opportunities in sectors like infrastructure, technology, and services, further boosting the economy. For the international community, this development may signal the beginning of a new era for Iraq. As the country strengthens its financial position, it could open the door to increased cooperation with global institutions like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. These organizations have long been involved in Iraq's efforts to stabilize its economy, and today's revaluation could mark a step forward in Iraq's ability to access financial aid, loans, and other resources to further its development goals. Let's not overlook the broader implications of this revaluation for the Middle East. Iraq has been a key player in the region for years, and any significant change in its financial system sends ripples throughout the neighboring countries. A stronger Iraqi dinar could have an effect on regional trade agreements, investment flows, and even geopolitical dynamics. Countries that have close economic ties with Iraq, such as Iran, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia, will be closely watching how this change plays out. In the long run, it could foster a more stable and prosperous environment for the entire Middle East. Now, some might be wondering how this revaluation will affect the black market or unofficial exchange rates. Historically, countries that have undergone currency revaluations often see a period of adjustment as the official rate converges with the black market rate. This might create some short-term challenges as individuals and businesses navigate the transition. However, the Iraqi government has made it clear that they are committed to ensuring that the new exchange rate is stable and that there is transparency in the financial system. This is part of a broader push to reduce corruption and improve the overall functioning of Iraq's economy. So what's next for Iraq and the Iraqi dinar? While today's revaluation is certainly a positive development, it's just the beginning. The country will need to continue working on economic reforms, diversifying its economy, and improving its infrastructure to fully capitalize on the potential benefits of a stronger currency. The government's focus on attracting foreign investment, creating jobs, and fostering innovation will be key to sustaining this positive momentum. But with today's announcement, Iraq has taken a huge step forward. It's important to keep in mind that the world of finance is rarely predictable. Currency values can fluctuate, and while today's revaluation is a major accomplishment, Iraq's economy will still face challenges moving forward. There will undoubtedly be bumps along the way, but the fact that Iraq is in a position to make this move today speaks volumes about the progress the country has made in the last several years. The revaluation of the IQD is not just about a change in numbers. It's about the resilience of a nation that has faced tremendous adversity and is now positioning itself for growth and prosperity. For those of you who have been following the financial markets or have investments tied to the Iraqi dinar, this is a pivotal moment. The new exchange rate could present new opportunities for those looking to capitalize on this shift, but it's also a time to remain cautious. As with any major economic development, there are risks involved, and it's important to stay informed and adjust your strategy accordingly. With more positive news expected from Iraq in the coming months, this revaluation could be the start of a new chapter for both the country and its currency. The global economy is watching, and Iraq is now standing on the world stage as a player with a stronger financial footing. Today's revaluation of the IQD is just the latest sign of Iraq's economic transformation, a transformation that promises to have a lasting impact on the region and the world. So what does the future hold for Iraq and its people? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Today marks a turning point in Iraq's economic story, and the world is paying attention.